That was a lovely fast bite, and that, folks, I think is one of the resident carp here at the Riddings. It certainly put a big swirl, and you can see how we fed that bait and it came straight in. What we don't want to let it do is take us around this corner. So we're going to just ease him this way. It was a lovely quick bite, so I know he's in the mouth. We have got proper gear on here, so it shouldn't be too much of a struggle to land him. And that's the beauty of them fat boys. They do tend to sort out the biggest fish, really. He's not very happy with us, I can tell you that. I'm actually just trying out. This is the 17 Jura slip from Preston. It's good strong elastic. That's a big old carp, that is. Really pulling back well. Obviously, it goes without saying, just take your time for these big fish on venues like this, because they do deserve some respect. I saw that then, it's close to double figures, if not double figures. Yeah, it's a lovely big fish. There we are. Oh, wow, that is a cracker. Bit of a dumpy one, but that's got to be actually 12 to 14 pound, I'd say. Look, I'm not gonna try and hold him up too high because he is such a lovely fish, but if I can just bring him out the net, look at him. Absolute belter. Big old gob on him. Absolute sucker for a fat boy. So what we're doing, I've got a 0.4 gram rig, one of the Mick Wilkinson margin floats, one of my favourites, 0.17 power line, down to an 0.15 hook length. I'm fishing, it's a size 14 Guru SLWG. I'm fishing one of these bad boys, a Fjuka 10mm fat boy in natural over the top. I'm just hooking that and leaving plenty of hook points showing so I can really nail it home when it goes under. 17 Jura hollow elastic. I'm just fishing about a top 4 out, in line with a marker over there, so I'm just on a nice flat bottom at the bottom of the very near side ledge. Feed wise, I've got some of the 5mm natural 2-in-1s, and I'm actually throwing them by hand to make some noise and bring the fish in. The nice thing about Fjuka is it's nice and heavy, so it sinks right down to the bottom, makes a nice loud plop as it goes in. And in deeper water like this down the edge of a fishing, I'm really happy feeding like this because it keeps the fish pinned down, which is what I want. So what can you expect if you're heading out on the bank this weekend? Well, the good news is it looks to me like it's going to be a brilliant weekend to be sat outside. Temperatures are between 21 and 24 degrees. We're seeing sunshine with mixed clouds, chance of a shower, but to be honest, it doesn't look like that's going to materialise anywhere other than in the northwest, and it always rains up there, as you folks know, so nothing to complain about. It's going to be basically sunshine with clouds, 23 degrees, 10 mile an hour wind, which is enough to put a nice ripple on the water, but not too strong to really upset your presentation or mean you can't fish. And the nice thing is it's fairly settled, so I think you'll be in for a treat. If you're going commercial fishing this weekend, the margins late in the day, in the afternoon, moving into the evenings will be absolutely phenomenal. The fish do like the shallower water this time of year. Early in the day, if you've got an island like we have here at the lovely Riddings Fishery, fish up to it, so folks, or if not, fish in open water. But oh, that one pulled the elastic out when I'm looking at the camera. Better to be lucky than good, I've always been told, folks. I'm going to feed again. Might be another carp by the feel of it. It could be one of the big bream that live in here, but I don't think it is. A good fish, whatever it is. No, it's woke up now. That's a good thing about fishing in these deeper margins where it's fairly hard. The fish do come in and you can catch them quite well. Just take your time plumbing up and yeah, often as you can see the bites will be savage. So commercial fishing wise it should be really good this weekend. Target the shallow water, you'll not go far wrong. If you're going on the rivers, Again, I think the small fish sport will be phenomenal. We're getting to the time of year now where the roach and dace are feeding really well. Big fish wise, just be careful with those temperatures. It's not as bad as the last few weeks when the temperatures have been up in the 30s, but barbel, chub, etc. don't like being out of the water in temperatures like that, so make sure you nurse them back. But it should be good fishing. Make sure you fish big baits though, because there's so much small fish activity, folks. You'll want a big 14mm carpo or even 2 of those, or you know, a couple of harder baits to really resist that small fish attention. Because everything's feeding, we're going to have to be fishing big hard baits to resist the small fish. If you're going on the canal, again, I think you're in for an absolute treat, to be honest. It's going to be absolutely prime. Plenty of boat traffic in the day, so if it were me going on the canal, I'd head out early evening to miss the boats. Because they're there, they're also putting that lovely colour in the water, so fishing here, this lake fights so hard. So I think you're in for a treat, to be honest. As I said, I definitely would avoid that middle of the day point though, because that is when you tend to find these million boats, which can actually spoil a canal fishing expedition. Small fish wise, we're moving towards the best time of year. August and September I always think is the best for roach, pommies and skimmers. So again, if that's what you like to do, hemp and a bit of black Fjuka, you're in for a treat. Or it's a little angry mirror. There we are, folks. We're going to get him in the net. We're going to sign off, and I'll see you folks next week. Look at that. The main thing is get out and go fishing while you can, because we're in the peak of the year. We've still got these light evenings, but as we know all too well in Britain, they won't be like that forever. Have a great weekend, folks. Tight lines, and I'll see you all next week.